Hello all, Namaskar. Hope you all are doing good. Have you ever wondered why do you stop playing guitar after trying it a bit in the beginning? Have you ever wondered why do we stop driving a car after we have practiced just a bit? Have you ever wondered that why do we leave the things we start after just we begin? Have you ever wondered that why it feels so boring and irritating to study maybe after a few moments of studying? See, the basic answer to it lies in the theory called four stages of learning, which has been proposed by some psychologists, and many attribute it to Abraham Maslow, but many others say it was not made by him. But the theory is important for us, and this theory holds the answer to this question: why a thing becomes a thing that seems so easy becomes so difficult after a moment of time. See, basically, what it says, there are four components to learning. There are four stages of learning. Number one is unconscious incompetence. Number two is conscious incompetence. Number three is conscious competence. And number four is unconscious competence. Now, somewhere we will discuss that in these four stages lies the whole process of learning. Learning can be a new skill. Learning a new skill can be an art for many of us. Like we want to learn playing guitar, we want to learn play flute, we want to drive a car, we want to study more, we want to do some activities. Anything, it can be anything. We want to do gardening. But what happens after a deal of around 1 to 2 days or something or practicing? Then we feel so disenchanted with it that we feel that okay, let it be and I'll go in my own way. So what he says that basically in these four stages of learning, the first stage is unconscious incompetence. It means we don't know that we don't know what we don't know. See, for example, you might have seen that many students are like what they plan. In fact, for UPSC exam, it is very pertinent that in fact, when I had also left my job, I had thought that maybe I'll complete UPSC in a year and I'll go. I hadn't known that how much difficult UPSC is. I had just taken some opinion, some maybe random topper talks and some motivating lines, and I thought UPSC is just a very easy nut to crack, and I thought I'll do it in one year. So this is unconscious incompetence because I didn't knew that I was incompetent with the same level of knowledge I had back then, and I wasn't aware that I was incompetent. So this is something that I don't know, that I don't know the process of UPSC. It is same for the driving also. What we say, okay, I learn driving for 1 month maybe or 1 week maybe, and then I will drive it maybe 70 80 kilometers or maybe out of the town. Same with the flute. You think, okay, I'll try to learn flute within a week and then I'll play the most beautiful song. This is unconscious incompetence because we don't know that we are incompetent in that field. Now comes the next level, that is the conscious incompetence. Here we are aware, here we get aware that we don't know the things in reality. It is then that we realize that oh, the things are very difficult, and it happens only when we step in, only when we start to start getting knowing to the process. Okay, this process has so many things, and how can I do that? This is the most difficult process, and the ones who are able to overcome it are going to master it. This is for sure. I'm again repeating it. The ones who are able to overcome this process of unconscious conscious incompetence, the second stage, they are going to master the field. How? Because see, in the first stage we didn't know that we didn't know. In the next stage, in the second stage, that is the conscious incompetence, we know that we don't know. I realize after only studying a few days maybe for UPSC, I realized that oh, this is not easy nut to crack. It has I have to offer so much things to it. Same with the flute. You thought okay, flute is just blowing the what you say, air into the flute. No, you realize now there are rhythms to which you have to play. And same with the guitar. In fact, for the driving also, you thought okay, driving in the first stage, you thought that okay, driving is just sitting behind the steering wheel and playing something with the foot, that is the brake, accelerator, clutch and all. It is so fine. But when you actually sit behind the steering wheel and you are putting on your foot on the ABC, that is the accelerator, brake and clutch, you realize it is not a very easy thing. And here comes the role of conscious incompetence. So here what happens, you have to give in a lot of effort. You are learning a new thing, you are giving in a lot of effort, and this is why we feel so disenchanted. Here it is the level wherein we leave playing guitar. wherein we discard learning flute, we discard our preparation, we discard everything else. And this gives us the answer that why do we discard all those things, because it we come to know that we are incompetent, and this somewhat degrades our ego. And we feel that okay, we have to give lot of effort, but let us mark it, if we are able to overcome it, we are going to master it. So for all the aspirants who are in this process, that oh my god, it is so frustrating, so frustrating, I am reading a topic and I can't understand it, be calm and composed. This is a part of learning. You are learning new things, that's why you are feeling this thing. Please overcome. If you are in this level, please overcome this phase, and you are going to master it. Now comes the third level, that is the conscious competence. Here, that after putting in so much hard work, that is in the most difficult stage, that is the second stage, now you are going to know the nitty gritties of the things. Now you are able to play the flute, but you have to keep in your concentration. You are able to drive the vehicle, but you have to be aware of everything. It's not like that you are talking and you are driving at the same time. No, you are fully focusing on the driving. It is during the same time that the study makes a sense to you. Okay, you realize that okay, this theorem of chemistry has some relevance, this theorem of physics has some relevance. And in the UPSC journey, if you will say, you will realize that okay, I am learning a lot of new things and all, but you have to be very aware and concentrated. Now comes the last level, that is the unconscious competence. Here you reach to the climax. Here you are like, you are competent, you are fully competent to do any job. You have learned the skill very playfully, and you have learned the nitty gritties of the thing, and now you are able to do it unconsciously. It is like when you are driving a car. You must have seen there are many people who just talk to you and they drive the car so beautifully. They press they press the brake, they press the clutch, they press the accelerator, they put in the what you say, the indicators, and you don't even know that when they are doing it. And in fact, they themselves are doing it with their muscular memory, and they're so competent in that that it becomes unconscious. They don't have to put in effort, it happens automatically. And this is when, if you will study more, and you are able to do it unconsciously more, and it becomes unconsciously what you say, incorporated in you. You must have seen there are many aspirants who just go to the exam hall and they sit and they crack it. How? Because these things are built in so unconsciously within them that they are able to crack it. And this gives us the answer. We have seen the flute maestros, they play the flute so beautifully without a note. This is the unconscious competence. Now that many psychologists say there is another level to it, the fifth level, that is the conscious competence of unconscious competence. Conscious competence of unconscious competence. It refers to the higher level gurus, the higher level experts, the higher level teachers, who are able to decipher, okay, my student is in which layer. Is he in the first stage, that is the unconscious incompetence, or is in the second, that is the conscious incompetence, or is in the third, that is the conscious competence, or is he or she is in the fourth, that is the unconscious competence, and he is able to deliver his knowledge so that the student is able to grasp it. So this is something that is there. So you must have realized now that why do we leave learning piano in the middle? Because we are in the stage of unconscious conscious incompetence. We are in the stage of conscious incompetence. Here we realize that okay, we are really incompetent to play the guitar. It hurts our ego, and therefore we try, okay, leave this field altogether. But the ones who strive through it, those who pass through it, they are able to do it with what you say, with flying colors. All the maestros that you see, all the experts that you see, all the toppers that you see, they have gone through all these four stages. And it is when you will also pass through all these four stages, uh, you will achieve higher success. I feel you must have passed through all these four stages in some or some field. So I feel this is the learning that we can take home today. Namaskar. I hope you are quite well. Winters are coming. Please stay warm and keep yourself fit and take care of your health. Namaskar. Thank you for being here.